The 2026 automotive landscape sees a massive clash between the old guard and the new tech in the heavy-duty UTA segment. The 2026 Ford Ranger Super Duty is Ford's attempt to dominate the workhorse sector by offering class-leading capacities with modern comfort, while the 2026 Toyota LandCruiser 79 series remains the benchmark for unstoppable simplicity and mechanical purity. Here is the detailed comparison between the single cab chassis variants of both. At a glance, key specifications: 2026 Ford Ranger Super Duty, SC engine, 3.0L V6 turbo diesel. Power/torque, 154 kilowatts/ 600 newton meters. Transmission, 10-speed automatic. Brake towing, 4,500 kilograms. Payload, 1,982 kilograms. GVM/GCM, 4,500 kilograms/8,000 kilograms. Fuel tank, 130-liter standard. Ground clearance, 299 millimeters. 2026 Toyota LandCruiser 79, SC engine, 2.8L 4-cylinder turbo diesel. Power/torque, 150 kilowatts/500 newton meters. Transmission, 6-speed auto/5-speed manual. Brake towing, 3,500 kilograms. Payload, 1,200 kg. GVM/GCM, 3,510 kilograms/7,010 kilograms. Fuel tank, 130-liter standard. Ground clearance, 317 millimeters. Workmate/302 millimeters. GXL. Performance and capability. The Ford Ranger Super Duty has been engineered specifically to outspec the LandCruiser. The Ford Advantage. With an 8,000 kilograms gross combined mass, GCM, the Ranger allows you to tow a full 4.5 tons while still carrying roughly 1,000 kilograms of payload. Its V6 engine is detuned for durability, down from 184 kilowatts to 154 kilowatts, but retains a massive 600 newton meters of torque at low RPM. The Toyota reality: the 79 series is lighter, 130 kg curb weight versus Ford's 518 kg. While its numbers are lower on paper, its mechanical simplicity is what buyers trust for 20-year lifespans in the Outback. However, the LC79 still suffers from a narrower rear track width, a legacy issue that can make it hunt in sandy ruts where the Ranger's wider, matched tracks will feel more stable. Technology and comfort. This is where the two vehicles diverge most sharply. Ford The Mobile Office. The Super Duty comes with a 12-inch SYNC4 touchscreen, 360-degree cameras, and onboard scales that tell you exactly how much weight you've put in the tray. It includes adaptive cruise control, lane centering, and 9 airbags. Toyota, the analog tool. The 79 series is unapologetically basic. While 2026 models have seen minor updates to safety, AB and speed sign recognition, it remains a vehicle you can fix with a basic toolkit. It features only dual airbags and a much more cramped, utilitarian cabin. Off-road hardware. Both are elite off-roaders, but they take different paths. Ford features front and rear locking differentials as standard, 33-inch general grabber at tires, and an 8-stud wheel hub design, borrowed from the F-150/Bronco, for extreme durability. It also has a 850 mm weighting depth. Toyota relies on its legendary live-axle front and rear suspension. It is virtually snag-proof, on rocks but lacks the sophisticated drive modes, mud/ruts, sand, rock crawl, that the Ranger uses to manage traction automatically. Verdict: which one for you? Choose the Ford Ranger Super Duty if you need to tow more than 3.5 tons legally, want the latest safety tech, or spend long hours on the highway where the 10-speed auto and V6 refinement make a massive difference. Choose the Toyota LandCruiser 79 if your priority is long-term resale value, mechanical repairability in remote areas, and you prefer a vehicle that prioritizes rugged longevity over modern features. Building on the initial comparison, the 2026 Ford Ranger Super Duty and the 2026 Toyota LandCruiser 79 series represent two very different philosophies of heavy duty. While the Ranger uses advanced engineering to push the boundaries of what a mid-size Uda can legally do, the Toyota remains a mechanical safety net for those who work in the most isolated environments. Payload and weight realities. The single cab configuration is where the weight battle is won or lost. Ford Ranger Super Duty boasts a massive 1,982 kilograms payload. However, this is for a new cab chassis. Once you add Ford's heavy-duty galvanized steel tray, approximate 180 to 200 kilograms, your real-world payload drops to roughly 1,780 kilograms. Still, it features an 8-stud wheel pattern and a 2,800 kilograms rear axle rating, meaning it handles that weight with far more composure than a standard Ranger. Toyota LC79 has a payload of approximately 1,200 kilograms, varies by tray. While lower, the LC79's heavy-duty leaf springs are famous for settling under load. The Toyota is lighter overall, approximate 2,130 kilograms curb, making it less taxing on soft surfaces like mud or deep sand when unladen. Drivetrain and efficiency. Note: the Ranger Super Duty's V6 has been detuned from 184 kilowatts to 154 kilowatts to meet stricter Euro 6 emissions and cooling requirements for heavy towing. It won't feel fast, but the 600 Newton-meters of torque is available almost instantly. Chassis and engineering updates. Ford's new bones. The Super Duty isn't just a lifted Ranger. It features a 94% new chassis with thicker metal, more cross members, and a Bronco Raptorsaurus 10-inch rear differential. It also has a wider track, 1,710 mm, that matches front and rear, solving the tracking issues often found in the LandCruiser. Toyota's proven tech. The LC79 keeps its live axle front suspension. In technical rock crawling, the Toyota's front-end articulation is superior. However, the LC79 still has a staggered track. Front is wider than the rear, which can make the vehicle feel nervous when driving through deep ruts created by other trucks. Pricing and value. Ford Ranger Super Duty Single Cab, expected to start around $82,990, plus on roads. A fully kit version with a tray and bullbar will push toward $95,000 to $100,000. Toyota LC79 Single Cab, auto generally sits between $79,000 and $84,000, plus on roads. However, Toyota's market price is often higher due to extreme demand and high resale value.